Hey guys, Casual Gamer 84 here. Welcome back to the game room. Today's video, I'm going to show you the pickups that I got for the month of July. I got quite a bit. Nothing really big. Well, a few really good things, I guess. Nothing big. I do have some more stuff hopefully coming up next week. So maybe I'll give you a little sneak peek at the end of the video of that, so you can look forward to next week's video. But without further ado, let's do this. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate that. I don't know really where to start. I've got stuff from multiple places. I guess we will start with Walmart first. I don't have a whole lot from there. I always check the clearance section when I go to Walmart because you never know what you're going to find there. So I checked the clearance section yesterday for $1 a piece. Little figurines that look good on the shelf here in the game room. But I got Super Mario Power Mario, and I also got regular Mario. So $1 a piece for those. Didn't think it was bad. I am going to open them because I'm going to put them on display. But we got those. And something else that you may not know. Excuse me. Something else that you may not know about your Walmart, and your Walmart very well may not do that. Mine does it from time to time, and there's another one that I go to that does it from time to time too, I suppose. But they have a Walmart Game Center magazine, which is very similar to, I guess, Game Informer and things like that. They have some pretty good articles in there. One thing that's cool is they do have a poster. This one here has the Last of Us 2 poster in it. Usually it's the poster that's on the cover. They didn't have a SpongeBob poster here though, because I guess that was the timing when Last of Us 2 came out. They wanted to do that poster. But definitely look for that if you like gaming magazines. And it's free too, which is the awesome thing about that. Next I'll move on to I guess GameStop. They also have a lot of stuff on clearance, and as much as I hate it, you know, you go into a GameStop nowadays and there's a lot of trinkets and whatnot in there. Most of it's video game related, some of it's just pop culture related, but they I've taken away from the games. My GameStop's still awesome, not taking anything from them. But I did pick these up. They were on clearance there for $1 a piece. And they're little coin collecting books. It comes with a coin, Super Mario Brothers. And I thought this would be really cool, even if I didn't want to collect the coins, to display showing the box art there. I don't know where else the coins would be sold to try to collect them all. I don't know that I want to do that, but it was like 99 cents, so I picked it up. If nothing else, to have that coin and maybe display that cover art. I also picked up a Zelda Breath of the Wild one, 99 cents as well. It was there. Same concept, they have coins to collect. I think, you know, that frame that might make some pretty good wall art. If nothing else, I've got a cool Breath of the Wild coin for the collection. So while I was there, I always go in there and I just look at random stuff. For whatever reason, you know, the last several months I've been on a 8-bit, 16-bit, you know, retro style game kick. And I came across a game that I had not heard of on the PS4 called Moonlighter. And so far, it's a pretty good game. It's kind of Zelda-esque as far as dungeon crawling goes. Some of the reviews that I've read said it's a cross between Legend of Zelda and I just went blank. Animal Crossing. And kind of the synopsis of it is, and I'll try to put some gameplay footage up here. Kind of the synopsis of it is, you're a moonlighter, which is kind of like a shopkeeper. You're one of the last, and you have to go to these different dungeons and collect things, and then you take them back to the store and you sell them in the store. So the dungeon crawling aspect is like Zelda, of course, and I'm assuming like the shopkeeping, selling stuff is Animal Crossing. I don't know, I've never played Animal Crossing. Comment below and let me know if you have. But you price your items that you find in the dungeons in your store based on your customer's reaction. And if they're happy about it and super happy about it, then you got priced too low. If they're just happy about it, you're priced right. If they're upset about it, then obviously it's priced too high, and you can adjust your price accordingly to sell your items. I've not finished it. I'm part of the way through one of the dungeons, and I like it so far. So when I have some extra time, I will definitely give it some more play time. I picked it up at GameStop. I had $5 off coupon as well as a $10 off coupon. So I think I give like $5 for it, which is good. And it was complete. It had a manual, so that was awesome. The disc isn't there because it's in the PS4 still. Alright, moving on to let's do eBay first, and I'll put some gameplay footage of a couple of these up there maybe, depending on how long the video goes. So if you're seeing gameplay footage, then I did put it up there. If not, then guess what? I did not put it up there. But I picked up some NES stuff. As you can see, going back other videos, my NES collection behind me, it's growing pretty rapidly, and most of that stuff I ended up getting for free. And I'll kind of explain that a little more in next week's video with the thing that I'm going to talk about then. But I picked up Disney's Adventures in Magic Kingdom. I picked this up based on kind of, I guess, like a review, I guess. John Riggs, I don't know if you all watch his channel on YouTube or not. Check him out. He does open cart surgery where he fixes broken NES carts and SNES carts and Genesis carts. But here lately he's been doing a review of like basically grading on a chart where different companies or different licenses games lay. And he said that Capcom's Disney Adventures in Magic Kingdom was pretty fun. I haven't really played it. I put probably 15-20 minutes into it. So I've not given it a fair shot, so I don't want to give my opinion on it yet. He done a Konami one, and he mentioned Tiny Toon Adventures. I remember playing this vaguely as a kid, and it's a fun game. It's kind of a Mario 3-esque platformer. Definitely a fun game if you've not played that and you have a means of playing it. I definitely recommend checking that out. And then Tecmo's Ninja Gaiden 2: The Dark Sword of Chaos. I picked it up just because I'm a Ninja Gaiden fan. Got the first one, figured I'd add the second one to the collection. Next we will move on to the Dollar Tree. And it's kind of surprising to find stuff at the Dollar Tree, but I guess as modern things get antiquated, they're going to show up in stores like that. So I got some Blu-ray and a couple of Xbox One games at the Dollar Tree. The Blu-ray were $1 a piece, and for some reason the Xbox One games rang up for 50 cents a piece. So for nothing other than the Xbox One case, it is worth that. But I don't know if you're interested in Blu-rays I got, but I picked up Spring Breakdown. Amy Poehler's pretty funny, so she's in it, so I'll give it a watch. It kind of reminds me of just looking at the case. Kind of reminds me of like a National Lampoon's movie, so I'll give it a shot. Surprising one that I found there was Species. I remember watching it years ago. I've not watched it cents, I don't believe, but I'll give it a shot. I picked up Automata, Antonio Banderas. I've not seen this movie, but from my understanding, it's kind of an iRobot style movie. So, for the most part, I like Antonio Banderas, so I'll give that one a shot. Frank Grillo is good in some things not so much. But I picked up Beyond Skyline. I've not seen this one either, so I'll give it a shot. And then the next one kind of surprised me that it was there, especially for $1. The BBC version, or the English version of Being Human, season 1. I watched the US version years back when it was on Sci-Fi, and I enjoyed it. I watched a few episodes of this one, and I never really got into it. But now that I have the first season on Blu-ray, I have an excuse to give it a shot and see what it's about. If nothing else, I give $1 for it. I can resell it, make a few bucks. Now on to the Xbox One games that I picked up, and again, they were 50 cents a piece, which I don't know why they rang up that way. But I got Madden 17. I'm not a big sports fan guy, but as you all know, I am a physical copy guy. When I bought my Xbox One S, I bought it used. When I bought it, I also bought the Xbox account from the gentleman I bought it from. For those tongue-tied, can't talk this morning. For those of you all that don't know, if you buy a used Xbox and they're willing to sell their Xbox Live account to you in that purchase, in that transaction, and give you the password, you can then go in and change the email address, change the username, and change the password and get it set up to you, and you own those games. But Madden 17 was on there when I bought it. Now I have a physical copy of it to put in the collection. And if I don't decide that I want a physical copy, I have that Xbox One case to use. And then Titanfall 2. I have not played Titanfall 2, not played Titanfall 1, so I may give them a shot and see if they are worth it. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is my Goodwill. I didn't get a whole lot from Goodwill. I've not really been going. COVID-19 thing kind of puts a damper on it for me. I really don't go out a lot of places that I don't need to for multiple purposes, I guess. But I picked up a Miss Pac-Man plug and play. Some of these are fun just to get out and play. This one is a, I don't know if it's a Jack's one or not. But for $2.79, not a bad pickup. So we'll give it a play sometime. And I also picked up another Blu-ray at the Goodwill. Sucker Punch. I've not seen this movie. I've heard that visually it's a really stunning movie. I don't know about the storyline or the plot itself, but we'll give it a shot and see for a couple bucks. And then I'm not a comic book guy. I've read comic books when I was a kid. I really don't get into it now. I don't collect or anything. But I did find 4 comic books at the Goodwill, and they were $0.25 a piece, so I went ahead and picked them up. So I got Daredevil 213, and I got Daredevil 214. The main reason that I picked these up is, of course I'll give them a read since I got them, is the ads in them. As I was flipping through these in the store, I realized there's some really cool ads, especially video game ads. There's a Mario Bros. For Atari ad, which is really cool. So that kind of dates this book for me. I didn't look to see if there's an actual date on it anywhere. Or a year rather, because all of them have the date on the front. But it dates it for me. I mean, it's Atari age. So the December 1984. So this comic book is just as old as I am, which is kind of cool to have that, I guess. And then then some more Atari ads on here. And then a bit newer, Spider-Man, the Hobgoblin. That's part 1 of 2. I only have the first one. But it has some really cool ads in it, so I'll go ahead and pass it up. Let's see, there's a year on this one. This is 91, so a bit newer than that. But just the ads. There's a ad for Mario and the Princess Bubble Baths and Shampoos by Revlon. Like, that is really cool. Just like the crossover stuff they had back then is awesome. The ad on the back for Konami's Laser Scope. There's just all kinds of stuff throughout this book. And it's just awesome to look through, kind of nostalgia inducing, I guess, if you will. You know, there's an Arch Rivals ad for NES. Tiger handhelds. I don't know if y'all remember those or not. You know, you could send off and get a Days of Thunder NES game poster, which is cool. And then probably my favorite ad in here is the Punisher on NES. It's pretty cool. And I think I actually have that game over here somewhere. I do have that game, yes. Then I got Batman Gotham Knights 22, and it is from 2001. And it has some good ads in there too, like some weird ones too, like marketing. Like, I don't like this Nintendo GameCube ad. Like, that's weird marketing in my mind. I don't know. But there's some cool things here nonetheless. You know, Smallville ad. That was a good show. If you've not watched it, I think it's on Hulu. Maybe check it out. You know, some Boxing Fever for Game Boy Advance. But anyway, I could go on about the nostalgia and ads and stuff in these for a while, and I want to kind of get this video shortened down a little bit. Those are cool. I'm glad that I picked those up. So this next one, I don't remember if I've talked about this in the previous video because I picked it up a while back. But I picked up the Far Cry compilation. As Far Cry 2, 3, and Far Cry Blood Dragon. I've never played any of the Far Cry games. I picked this up at Goodwill. So I'll give it a shot. And the reason that I mentioned that is because that prompted me to make another purchase. I've seen an ad, or actually I didn't see it. A friend of mine sent me an ad that you've seen on Marketplace for 2 Game Boy Colors, a Game Boy Advance, and a couple of Zelda games. Really good deal on them. So I messaged the guy right away, and he said that he already had somebody coming to pick them up. And I could have left it at that, but I've learned the lesson. Always ask. If you don't ask, then you don't know. So just took a few seconds, messaged him back, said, hey, you know, I collect video games. I have a YouTube channel. I'm collecting them for my channel. Do you have anything else? And he says, I do have some other games. He said, I've got Far Cry 4 for the PS4, and I have Far Cry 5 for the PS4. And again, I've not played Far Cry games. I'll give them a shot. And he gave me a good deal on these. So I said, yeah, I'll take those. Then he messaged me and he said, you know, I didn't realize it, but I have another Game Boy if you'd be interested in that. So I was like, sure. And a red Game Boy Pocket. He done me really good on this deal. He actually gave me the Game Boy Pocket, which was really awesome. And it's really clean. You know, it works. Took it apart, cleaned it really good. It was missing the battery cover. I've already ordered a replacement, an actual Nintendo Game Boy Pocket replacement for it. So I'll have it in the collection. So thank you, Ronan, for hooking me up with those. And this is why like I love video games because it's one of the few things, and I'm sure there's other things out there, to where you can connect with people. So this friend of mine, J. Megan Hogue, this is the second time that she sent me an ad she's found on Marketplace. A year ago, she sent me an ad on some Xbox games that was for sale. So I messaged the guy, said, "Do you, would you take this for him? Can I look at them?" So on and so forth. Long story short, bought some Xbox games from him. I featured some of his stuff in the channel here a while back. That's my buddy Tim. We're good friends now, all because of video games selling on Facebook Marketplace. So that being said, I think it was the next couple of days, maybe. Ronan messaged me, reached out again, said he had some more stuff for sale. Wouldn't know if I'd be interested in it, and I said sure. So what I got picked up is awesome. So what I picked up from him inspired me to buy this awesome Legend of Zelda hat that I'm wearing. But I picked up Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for Nintendo 64 in box. I'm really glad to add that to the collection. That's awesome. And I also picked up Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the collector's edition gold cart from him, to add to the collection. So both of those are awesome finds, and he also hooked me up with an expansion pack in that bundle as well. He gave me a really good deal on those. So again, Ronan, thanks for hooking me up. I really do appreciate it. So guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully my pickups for July have inspired you to maybe get out and do some video game hunting of your own, or maybe dust off some old video game stuff you got in the closet and give it a whirl again. Maybe I induced some nostalgia for you, and you remembered some fond memories of your childhood. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you've not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want notifications on future videos, ring that bell for notifications. So next week's video, or the next video you'll see, I don't know if I'm going to wait till next week to put it up or not, we will talk about this. And you're not going to want to miss that, because I'm going to give you some really good insight into that. So guys, if you want to know about that, ring that bell. Again, hit that like button, subscribe. Until next time.